All right, Transformers, Angelo Reynolds, Sr., that is, live from the Transformers Academy, and you know what time it is. Hope you guys will join us. We're coming aboard now. We began on Sunday. For those persons who followed us yesterday, we had an exciting, listen, we're excited because you guys are always excited. And those persons who've been following us, we say continued thanks. All the comments you guys have sent in, all the questions, and all the inquiries regarding this week's Transformation Vitamin. Also, previous weeks, we say thank you for those things. We're glad that you spend some time with us. And so what I always try to do is make sure I get out to a location that something that you can sort of breathe to, something that you can be receptive to, open your eyes and your ears to. And I always try to use beauty. Beauty is the number one thing in terms of transformation. So when we talk about the transformation, if you've been following us, you know that it's about an evolving place, nature at its best, moving from one place to the next. And so I suspect that many of you are evolving as well. I suspect that you guys are moving from one place to the next in some direction of health, relationships, career, education, spirituality, all those things which I believe are essential universal principles that we bear to move forward, because many of you have talked about things that affect all of us, transformation of setbacks and obstacles and challenges, things that affect us, social ills, alcohol abuse, drug abuse, loss of family, jobs, careers, all those things that are replaceable in most cases, but it's still about a transformation. And so what I try to do is come on and make sure that you guys have the best information and content that you can use both in your personal and your professional life. So that's what my job is. And so if you're new to the Transformers Academy, I'm Angelo Reynolds, Sr., that is. And so every week we begin with a new vitamin of the week. This week I'm excited as always because you guys are excited, but I'll talk candidly about relationships, specifically about healthy relationships as it relates to marriage. And so the question that I posed on yesterday was, what makes up a healthy marriage? What constitutes or what makes up a healthy marriage? And so if you go look at some of the things that we posted yesterday, I talk candidly and question you guys about some things that I've heard through the years of experience of counseling and coaching and working with people. Some of the things that I know that people dwell on, cars, houses, status, education, things that are tangible, but things that are not require an intimacy of love. And so when I pose that question, there's a number of things that come into mind. Where are you in terms of your whole healthy relationship in your marriage? If you're married and you're having trouble, if you've been married before and you've had some trouble, if you're contemplating marriage now, what will constitute a healthy marriage for you? And so when you think about those things, someone say, where are you? In a remote location. You see nature at its best. Thank you for the inquiry there. I am in a location where man can't create these things. This is God-given. So I want to talk to you guys. So if you're on the air, feel free to throw the questions. I don't want this to be anything formal, but I want you guys to jump in as I'm talking about what constitutes a healthy marriage. If you're not married, even if you're in a relationship, what constitutes a healthy relationship? It could be someone that's a significant other to you, a partner, and a relationship between two people. Doesn't necessarily have to be marriage. But when I talk about marriage, yesterday I talked about some things that were very critical that thankfully and gracefully, 20 years of marriage just last week, 2 weeks ago, celebrating 20 years of marriage, and some things that I wanted to give you that have worked wholeheartedly for me and my wife. Some things that we've done to keep the marriage together through some of the daunting setbacks, challenges, tempting times, all those things that man is faced with when he become one as a united as a couple. And so if you're on the air now, you can go back to YouTube and look at those things that I talk about. But 3 that stand out for me that I've highlighted and I want you to think about candidly is make your wife or your spouse or your significant other your best friend. And so why do I say that? Why is that important? Well, you know how you had a best friend or you have a best friend now, and that best friend is someone that you can talk to and you'll tell just about anything to, or that person will rescue you in some times where there's no one else will come out. That's your spouse. That's what I want you to think about, making your spouse your best friend. And that is important because you guys are already united as one. And so the better that you are with becoming friends closer and closer, the better you'll be able to deal with all the problems that come or arise in a marriage. The second thing that highlighted that I talked about, for me, I really talked about embracing each other's spirituality as one. That is, being able to embrace the divine intervention and relationship that you have with the Creator. And so when you guys are able to pray together, worship together, whatever your religion is, finding the common relationship with the Creator, finding a way to embrace each other's love through God's hands in creation. And that is a big piece, because I can tell you right now, through my tumultuous and rough times, it was through God's grace that I was able to rely on my wife, my best friend, to get through those times. And so once you're able to embrace the partnership of prayer, meditation, and all those things that bring you guys into one, you'll find that things are not necessarily easier, but they're more manageable. So, and third and final is communication. Some of the things that, thank you for the hearts there, some of the things that, be able to talk openly and candidly and sincerely about any and everything. I know that's hard, and that may be easier said than done, but I'm talking about something that is necessary. I'm talking about finding the common ground, even in the midst of shame and doubt, things that you've done that are not right, being able to try and talk about those things, because I can guarantee you, the more you talk about it, the more you're likely to be able to get through it. Okay? So we put those things, thank you for the hearts there. I posted those things on YouTube, but I wanted you guys to think about, where are you in terms of your relationship? I said marriage because, okay, well, that's an opinion there. I openly care about marriage. I care about people, and I care about relationships. I care about those persons who are binding together, whether it's in a marriage or a significant other. All those things are crucial in terms of building a relationship together. And so those are some things that I want to pass on to you. If you're on the air now, you have positive, feasible things that you want to contribute to the broadcast, please feel free. The hearts are welcome. Thank you for those hearts. We appreciate those things. Your comments are welcome. Please, only if they're appropriate. If this is not a broadcast for you, please dismiss yourself. We only want people on the broadcast who are interested in the topic. Thank you. Hello from Spain. We want people who are interested in the topic, who are interested in hearing what we have to say. The Transformers Academy is about uplifting people, bringing people to another level, making people feel good. How many years have you been married? 20 years as of last week, 2 weeks ago, April 26, 1997, I became one. And so we have been together 23 years. It has not been easy. I'm not on the air. Thank you. Thank you for the congrats. I'm not on the air to talk about easy or hard. I'm talking about the relationship of healthiness, making things healthy. Okay. I'm really interested in finding the common ground for you all in terms of, someone may be on the air saying, thank you for the heart. Someone may be on the air saying, I like to get married, or we're engaged now, or we're getting serious. But these things relate to you too, because if you're starting a relationship, you want to start it in the right direction where it's healthy. You don't want it to be one-sided. You don't want us to be any secrets. You don't want it to be dishonesty. You want to communicate, because when the tough gets tough, you're going to have to rely on each other. Whether you're married, whether you're partners, whether you're significant others. Thank you for the hearts there. You guys love that view there. Listen, all this information, go to YouTube. And if you're on the air now, I'm just asking so appreciatively, would you guys just share the broadcast with your friends? That way we can get more followers if you're on the air. Thank you for the green hearts there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are any questions there or any positive comments? I come on every single day, every day at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know where people are coming from, but we welcome you. Again, only with positive energy and information. Okay. All right. So if you're on the air, tomorrow we begin with an Instagram post early in the morning. Go to DrAngeloReynolds.com. You get a chance to see what the Transformers Academy is really about. And so I want you guys to keep in mind that we're here for you in a positive way, in an empowering way, in an inspirational way. Okay? Any questions on the married piece? Listen, I hope this broadcast is something that you guys can think about. And you know what? It may not necessarily be a wife or a significant other. It just may be a relationship with a friend. How healthy is your relationship with a friend? How healthy is your communication and that bonding? Is it toxic or is it actually healthy? And those are things that I want you to think about. Okay? All right. So, questions, comments? People are making obscene things there. We don't want people to say things that are negative. Only positive energy. Please, if you're on the air and you're saying things that are detrimental to people's hearts, we forgive you. We move forward. And we want to make sure that you are also there too. All right? Okay, so question, comment. Tomorrow we'll be back on the air again at 7 p.m. I'm Angelo Reynolds, Senior, that is. This is Transformers Academy, where we try to make sure that you're moving from one place to the next in a way that is detrimental to others, but more powerful for you. And so I want to make sure that you guys follow us. Again, the scene there to make sure that everything is panning out for you. We want to make sure that everything is moving in a direction. Okay, go to YouTube. Check these videos out. We posted the content and extensive there. Follow us on Twitter, all those things. This is the Transformers Academy. I hope you guys have a great evening. But more importantly, I hope you guys think about the relationship you're in. Is it healthy or is it toxic? And what are the ingredients that you're putting into to make it healthy or toxic? We'll see you then.